most of you are going to get bored in the next 30 seconds and you're going to click off like idiots because you can't stick to things and you're basically the internet's version of a goldfish, which is exactly what you need to not be if you want to start a YouTube channel. But for everyone else, you probably clicked on the thumbnail because you can't stand the thought of working a shitty job for the rest of your life. Me too. And you thought about starting your YouTube channel loads of times, like it's probably been on your mind a lot, but you keep fucking pussying out like a basic amoeba. And I'm here to tell you to just fucking do it. Just do it. I haven't got my gold plaque yet, and I haven't got my silver plaque yet. I'm currently at 1,113 subscribers or something stupid. And if you are watching this, I probably have 1,000 subscribers more than you do. So I'm in a position to maybe give some advice and help you where I can. So I've put together a little list of things that you absolutely need to know before you start your YouTube channel. The first thing you need to do is to have an idea for what your channel is going to be about. And it should be something that you can talk about at length, something that you feel very passionately about. Maybe you're into going to the gym, so you want to start like a fitness channel, or film your workouts and stuff like that, like create meal recipes. Maybe you're the sort of person who's got a lot of personality and you want to start like a vlog, a sort of day in the life kind of stuff. Maybe you'll have an entertainment channel, a comedy channel. The possibilities are limitless to where you can go with this. I want you to remember one thing when you're doing this, when you're picking your idea. You need to remember that you are the niche. And for the most part, people are going to be buying in to you, to your personality. Even if you're a quiet person or a shy person, there's a ton of people out there that are just like you, and they're going to relate to you no matter what you do. It's literally foolproof. We all get caught up and carried away and thinking about all these views and, subscriber counts and stuff like that. But you need to understand it's a process, and you are going to be a magnet to the kind of people that you attract, and your vibe is your tribe. I've heard that before. So just be yourself, and the people that are like you and relate to you, they're automatically going to click on your thumbnails and subscribe to your channel. Number two, the second thing that you absolutely have to do, obvious one, is you just have to fucking start. Just start practicing. Before I started my channel, while I was in the process, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know what it was going to be yet. So I read this book, Russell Brunson's Secret series. And I got from there that just start vlogging, just start doing whatever. I used to take my phone with me in the car while I was going to CrossFit, and I'll just be rambling absolute shit. I didn't know what the channel was going to be about. But this is going to help you to become more comfortable on camera, for one, which is massive. I'm quite an introverted guy. So this is something that is going to be massive. Just practicing and getting those hours in front of the camera, recording yourself talking and just rambling for the most part. It's going to really help build your confidence before you really start uploading videos to your channel. And being comfortable on camera is just the first thing that you're going to have to be competent at. There's all the other stuff, the designing, your thumbnails, the editing, all the other bits and moving pieces that are going to come into play later on. But for the most part, getting comfortable on camera, if you're an introverted guy like me, is prime objective. So just get practicing. If you're not the sort of person who wants to be on camera, that's fine. Like, there's loads of faceless automated channels, or there's like animations with voiceovers. There's so many things you can do. So if you really don't want to be on camera, but you do love the idea of having a YouTube channel, it's okay. There's ways around it. And listen, Mr. Beast got his first 100k subs with just an iPhone. And I think he had like 460 subscribers after dropping 100 videos. So let that sink in. He made 100 videos and only got 460 subscribers. I'm doing better than that right now. Maybe I'll never grow to his hundreds of millions of subscribers, but it's something to feel positive about. Which leads me on to the next point. Just keep going. Once you start, just keep doing it. Now, you are going to get tumbleweeds and you're going to get crickets when you drop your videos. And by that I mean you drop them and nothing fucking happens. And this can be very hard. You know, I still get it sometimes. I just dropped a video yesterday. It's got like I dropped 2 videos and both of them have 1 view. I've got others that have got 3,600 views, you know. Some just hit and some don't. It's the way it goes. But you can't get disheartened when this happens. You just have to keep going. I honestly believe that anybody can make YouTube videos. 100% of people can make YouTube videos. But out of that 100%, 99% are going to stop in the first few months because nothing happens and they can't stick to it and stick it through, you know, and just wait for it to happen. It is a process. I think the other 1%, some of those even drop off, you know, a year down the line. So you need to be the sort of person who can just religiously just stick to it no matter what. If you really believe in it and you really feel passionately about it, just keep doing it. You know, these crickets and these tumbleweeds, they happen for everybody. And this is the point where a majority of people, like anything in life you're trying to do, when things get really fucking hard or it's like, oh, this is a bit uncomfortable, I don't like the way this feels, I'm dropping videos all the time and nothing's fucking happening. That's the point when a lot of people are going to just quit. So all you have to do is not be that person and your channel is going to inevitably grow. Okay, so point number 4, and this can be at the very beginning or right now, it's entirely up to you, but you need to set up your channel on YouTube. So you want to set up your channel page. You want to design your banner image, your logo and profile picture, and just start uploading videos to there straight away. You want to make sure your page looks good, okay? And you want to make sure it's easy to understand. This is going to be the first thing that people see if they randomly see a video and then they go to your page to check you out. It's going to be the first thing that they see. So when they click on your page, they need to easily understand what your page is about. And they need to figure out in that second, are they in the right place? Are they going to get to see what they wish to see here? And don't get stuck overthinking on this point and let it slow you down towards the main objective, which is just making content and uploading. If you don't like your image or your logo or anything else, you can just go back and change it later. It's not a big deal. Step number 5, you want to actually start planning your videos. So write down a pool of ideas. I like to do this like once a month or once every 2 months. You don't want to plan, record and edit your videos one by one on top of your 9 to 5. Plus everything else you've got going on. It's going to get very stressful, which leads on to point number 6. You have to manage your time. So what I like to do is I break up my week. So I'll have my pool of ideas. I'll pick the ones one by one that I like the best, and then I'll bullet point them. Then I'll pick one day out of the week where I'll bulk record a few videos. If you're dropping 1 video a week as well, this is going to be super beneficial. So you record your videos on one day, and then you can do editing the same day, or you can do editing the next day and schedule your videos that way. And then that will take the pressure off of you. You're basically trying to set up like a kind of factory line. So maybe you'll be scripting videos one day, shooting videos another day, editing another day, and you can then start getting ahead for next week. So you can start scripting your next few videos or picking ideas from your pool of videos to work on next. And you can do this a couple of hours a day. You could do it in the evenings if you work like a 9 to 5, or you can just schedule one day on the weekend, or maybe even both days. You know, the fact of the matter is that sacrifices are going to have to be made. And if you're in this for the long haul, you have to stick to it, and you have to be prepared to do whatever it takes to make sure that you can upload content. It's not going to be easy, but it is more fulfilling. You know, you're going to feel more happy when you're chasing a goal. Now, for editing your videos, if you're just using a phone like I do, you can download the VN app or InShot. Now, I'm sure there's other ones. These are just the ones that I've used. Personally, I like InShot because it has a lot of cool features on there, but the image is a little bit more grainy than VN. So you're just going to have to play around with both of them and see which one works best for you. But they're the ones that I recommend. Word on the internet is that the algorithm likes 2 to 3 videos a week. So whatever happens, whether you pick 1 video or 2 or 3 or 7, you know, just make sure that you're consistent. Don't drop a video 1 week or 2 weeks, or post once 1 week and then don't post anything for 6 months, because that's going to hurt you in the long run. Step number 7 is learn how to make thumbnails. And this is going to take some practice. One good thing to do is you can find a channel that's in a similar niche to yours, and you can look at some of their ideas and see what's worked for them. You'll see a lot of channels, they have a similar style. I mean, a lot of channels have a similar style to each other, but I mean, the channels themselves, they'll have a very particular kind of style and a rule book that they follow. I've learned as well that thumbnails that have your face in, for some reason, will tend to do better than ones that don't. So maybe that's something you need to think about. Now, I use the Adobe app for thumbnails. You can use Photoshop too. Everybody knows about Photoshop, it's amazing. But Adobe literally does everything that you need to do, and it's free, so that's a win. It's actually very simple to use. Make sure that you design your thumbnails with not too much going on, not too many colors. A lot of the best titles will be like 3 or 4 words. You don't really want a long title on your thumbnail or in the title itself. And also, when you're writing titles, you need to make sure that they invoke curiosity. I mean, think about it. When you look at a thumbnail, you look at the thumbnail and then you look at the title. If it doesn't pull you in, you just scroll past it. So that's something you need to work on too, is your titles. They need to be short and punchy and invoke curiosity. One thing that I've found that works really well and definitely improved my click-through rate is using ChatGPT for the thumbnail title and the titles themselves. Step number 8 is don't start more than one channel. Now, I got caught up in this myself. You're thinking, oh, you know, you get caught up in the dream of it. What if I had 2 channels? Surely then that would be twice as good. I can get double the views, but it doesn't really work like that. And the more videos that you actually want to put out, and you do need to put out a consistent amount, it's just going to be harder to do with 2 channels. So just stick to one, put all your eggs in that basket and just run with it. Working on 1 channel is fine. 2 channels, you're going to really struggle to stick to the upload schedule unless you're doing YouTube full time. Or maybe you don't have a job and you live at home with your parents and you have all the time in the world. In that case, do it. People who are working a 9 to 5, like myself, stick to 1. I actually run a self-improvement channel because I think everyone has an area of life that they need to improve in, whether they realize it or not. If that's you, or you got some value from this video, come and start a self-improvement journey.